There is one item in the game that can get you unlimited diamonds, food, enchants, and building blocks. It is emeralds. So today I want to build an insane emerald factory here in my lovely base. Hi, I'm Sevaris. Let's start building. What is the best way to get emeralds fast early game? Ignore my not so early game netherite armor. Melons and pumpkins. So how about we just farm them manually here on my little pumpkin patch? I'm kidding, of course. I want to build a massive melon and pumpkin farm right here that is so big that we will all drown in melons and pumpkins. So off to a creative world I went, where I spent hours being frustrated at redstone but creating something genius at the same time. With the help of a tutorial by Cayman, of course, because he is more big brain than I am. For now. You can really tell I love redstone. But seriously though, redstone is actually pretty cool and I can't wait to show you what I created. But for now, we just need to gather all the redstone components. And to craft them all, I need to get lots of materials. The first adventure of today will be to go to my iron farm and collect lots of ingots. Now the actual adventure will be to go to the nether and collect some quartz. And while I'm here, I want to get some glowstone. Oh my gosh, this is so bright. I left the nether, got lots of good stuff, and of course now it's creepy and nighttime. Let's run away home. Have you guys ever noticed that the quartz ore looks like raw meat and the quartz is the bone? Yeah, you're welcome. I also need tons of redstone dust, so I went down into the mines to find some. I also grabbed some gold while I was down there because I needed for rails. As you can see, I needed tons of observers and rails, and I underestimated how much redstone I need. Quickly, the many stacks of redstone dust turned to just 30 pieces. And because I refused to hit the mines again, I had to think of another plan to get the dust I need. And then I had a big brain idea. Let's make another farm so I can make this farm. Smart, am I right? This farm is going to be a witch farm, and I actually had to go mining again because I was a few redstone dust short. Again. At least this time I only had to find one ore of redstone dust, and with Fortune 3, it gave me a whole stack. Let me tell you why chest boats are so OP. I can't carry all the materials for the farm in one go, so I will put some of them in the chest boat so I don't have to go 3 times. But just getting a chest boat isn't enough because I just need my whole inventory full of minecarts, so we need another plan. And it involves this guy down here, Mr. Donkey. Hello there. I believe I can put chests on him. And then I can put stuff in there. Right now you're witnessing the coolest way to travel in Minecraft. And now I can finally head over to the ugly swamp because I believe there has to be a witch hut here somewhere. I found the witch hut and there is the witch. Let's take care of her. And I also brought some fish because there's always a cat here. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. We have ourselves a cat who likes to stick her head into the grass. Have you guys ever tried lily pad jumping though? It's the coolest thing ever. Subscribe because that was pro. Also, guess what? I forgot to bring the most important thing. The redstone. I got everything now. Let's build this farm. I'm using redstone in a farm so I can farm redstone with the farm so I can craft redstone components to use in another farm. Minecraft is confusing sometimes, isn't it? For this witch farm, I followed a tutorial by Lazy and Farms, and it's a really simple design. The witches spawn on these platforms and then the trapdoors open and flush them down, and then they get crushed to death by a lot of minecarts. And I was AFK at the farm in a box in the sky, and this is how much stuff I got. And this is the redstone I got after 1 hour of AFK, and I also got some cool gunpowder and sticks. I also needed one single piece of packed ice, but I was in luck. The wandering trader was right outside and he sold blue ice. This just saved me an hour of traveling. And now I finally got all the materials for the melon and pumpkin farm. This took ages. Now I'm gonna work on the land so I can build the farm on top. I created a little cliff on this side, but I left this part open to leave room for future builds. On top, I already planned out where the house is gonna go so I can build the farm in the right place. Now it's time to do some really crazy science and make the farm. Let's do some magic. That was unintentional. This is an absolute giga chat of a farm. It has 4 farm modules stacked on top of each other, and this is Ilmango's design, by the way. But then I had to design something myself. The collection system, which is this mess of hoppers and water right here. I had to find a way for all the items from the 4 farms to go into the same chests. So I made a mess. But the cool thing is that it works because I also hooked this mess up to an item sorter, and as you can see, it is working. We've got melons and pumpkins all nice and sorted. biggest redstone project I've ever done, and it's a success. Last episode, I said if the video got 200 likes, I would get a pet creeper, but we only got 100 likes because my channel is small as this tiny potato. But I really want to get a pet creeper anyways, so let's just go ahead and do it. But to keep a green boy as a pet, I need to have a name tag, so I have a good idea. I'm gonna go fishing, which is going to be very ASMR. I've just had insane luck. I only had to fish 3 times, and the 4th time was the name tag. Now I just have to make a little enclosure for this guy. And now that the sun is setting, I quickly need to make a way for the creeper to walk into the house without blowing it up. There's literally a whole zombie apocalypse spawning here, but I don't see any creepers. I finally found a green boy. Now I just need to get him to follow me into the enclosure. And he couldn't have done that before I gave him my last name tag. Let's try this again. Okay, he's in, not the zombies. Big brain idea, I'll just let the zombie inside there burn to death. This enclosure is absolutely safe to stand next to as long as we don't open the fence gates. And I named this guy Jimbo the Creeper because he is a creeper. Now let's get back to work on the melon and pumpkin house. Also, if this episode gets 100 likes, I'm gonna build a home for my horse because I just abandoned it out there. Oh, and for the donkey too. If you like animals, then like this video. If you thought the grind for this farm was insane, then you're not gonna believe how much stuff I'm going to need for the house that goes on top. First up, I'm gonna need 8 stacks of calcite. Let's dismantle a geode. And someone took my boat hostage, how rude. Let's farm some trees. Look at these chests full of wood. Yeah, that's 2 hours of work just sitting there. Crazy how much work resource gathering can be, but we're so not done yet. I also need to pay a visit to my brand new sheep farm, which we are going to name the Wild Woolly Warehouse. Suggestion by Thomas to Space. Very epic name, and I'm here to get some white wool. I hope this is going to be enough. I want to go on a really dangerous adventure now, because I decided to use some different building blocks in the house that I have to find in the world first. Let's head out into the wild. I started traveling across the ocean, through the jungle, through a desert, and then finally, after I was about to give up, I found the mesa biome. And the first thing I need to collect here is this wonderful red sand. And then I also need to grab some of that red and orange terracotta. Okay, I've got a whole inventory full of resources. Now let's go back home. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how happy I am to finally be back home. Alright, let's craft the remaining resources. This is what collecting all my resources looks like, by the way. Opening and closing chests, crafting so many things, searching for it everywhere because my chests are a mess. And now that the fun block gathering is done, look at all this stuff. Let's figure out how to build something around the farm. Let's go! Let's start out with the foundation of the house using some spruce pillars. Then we go right into building the first wall with a stone foundation and white walls with lots of texturing and spruce details. It's got a staircase entrance made of stone and a balcony with lots of greenery. You can see the walls even better on this side. As you can see, I even used some patches of birch logs and overgrown mossy stones at the bottom. I designed the back very similar to the front with a little balcony, and this side here will be left open for now with the item sorter being right there. Then the most important part is the barn-shaped roof made of mangrove and red terracotta patches that makes the roof look worn down in these places. Let's see if I can jump down without dying. Pro Minecrafter. Alright, as you can see, a huge part of the build is done. Let me know what you think of the block palette and the texturing I've done on this build. I forgot to put in the windows though. I'm gonna use green and orange glass paints to go with the pumpkin theme. I also have melon and pumpkin colors here on this balcony. Let's also put some cute flower pots here. Yeah, that looks really nice, doesn't it? The view from up here though, look at my base. Let's also check how the farm is doing. Nothing is breaking so far, so I can keep the title of the best redstoner in this world. Look at all this stuff though. But now I have a special idea for this part of the build. The Melon and Pumpkin Farmhouse, everybody. Name suggestions are appreciated. Take a look at this beautiful build. And this here is where I'm gonna access all my chests. It looks like a little market stall. Then out here I have a cute path, lots of greenery, and a manual pumpkin farm. Look at those little pumpkin builds. And let me show you one of the coolest build hacks. Okay, so what you need to do is place an armor stand here and put a carved pumpkin on it. Then push a composter into it. Just add a grindstone and fence gate and boom, you have the perfect medieval wheelbarrow with a pumpkin inside. Literally the coolest thing ever. And how could I not mention those big guys up there? They are here so I know that this is a melon and pumpkin farm. You know, in case I forget. And I actually replicated this melon slice here one by one and added some texture. And this path here leads to the grand entrance, and this is where I want to put villagers. Because for this build to become the ultimate emerald factory, we need someone to trade those melons with. So let's prepare this ugly room for them, shall we? Okay, let's take a look. These are the cells the villagers are gonna live in. Okay, let's call them rooms. This isn't inhumane because villagers aren't human. It's also nice and bright, and we have a cute melon carpet right here. Let's also go upstairs because this is a little kitchen and dining area where we can eat some melons and of course some sweet pumpkin pie, and I want to put some here. Apparently I need sugar and eggs. Okay, BRB. And the pie is made. There we go. I also made some windows here so I can look at this beast of a farm. Look at all the items coming in. Now what everybody has been waiting for, let's move all the villagers in there. I'll spare you the details of this endeavor. And just like that, all of them are in place. Definitely didn't take hours of struggling and being upset at them. You love it here, don't you? Okay, good. As you can see, I've been eating these melons the entire time because I'm out of food. Perfect timing, let's level up their trades and get sweet golden carrots. I've been doing tons of trading and even maxed out all the villager trades, so now I'm eating golden carrots. I even got to 50 levels, but then this happened. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Let's ignore this though and check out all these emeralds. I just had a really cool idea. This build only shows that this is a melon and pumpkin farm, but this is also the ultimate emerald factory. So let's add a little something to this area. And this is my idea. I want to build a truck loaded with emeralds near the factory like it is transporting my emeralds over to wherever they are needed. I also have a similar truck behind my first starter house, but this one only has flowers. I didn't only build an insane farm for unlimited emeralds, but I also got unlimited golden carrots at the same time. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out the video on the screen right now. See you next time. Bye bye.